All right, welcome everyone to Wisconsin Bass Battles, the Stage 1 Lower Red Lake Overview Podcast. Tonight we're going to be talking about what to expect on the water next weekend, what kind of patterns break down the lake in general, and just overall have a really good time talking about this lake and being really excited for Stage 1 of Wisconsin Bass Battles. So we first of all have a special guest to join us. We cannot do this whole series that we're doing without some great sponsors. So today we have Christian Corley from YOLO Tech with us today. And we're going to talk to him about kind of why he decided to go ahead and join Wisconsin Bass Battles and partnering up for this series. Ask him what he's looking forward to, and then have him explain what YOLO Tech is itself. So we're going to go on the call with him real quick. Christian, welcome to Wisconsin Bass Battles, the overview podcast for Lower Red Lake. How are you doing tonight?
And it's pretty exciting to be a part of you guys. And now, there's so many things going on. It's hard to take your breath sometimes, but really exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And we appreciate you hopping on this phone call with us because we know that you are a crazy busy guy. Every time I've talked with you, you're always at some tournament, either the Elites or the MLF. Right now you're down in Lake of the Ozarks, right?
That's right. Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour, day one launch and recovery today. And go Shaw Grigsby, go old guys. I'm 56. Man, I'll tell you what, it's good to see that. What other sport can a person older than me, I don't know how old Shaw is, but that can just whoop the youngins. So it's kind of cool to see.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, like we had asked before, what are you looking forward to with seeing this new series with Wisconsin Bass Battles?
Well, I can tell you that last couple of years we used a distribution company to do stuff, and they were really handling, was supposed to handle, all kinds of different tournaments and stuff, and nothing really ever materialized. So one of the things that we're really excited about with Wisconsin Bass Battles is that we get to see local tournaments all over the country, and you guys represent Wisconsin. So YOLO Tech is all about helping you guys record those big monster fish, recording those once in a moment, lifetime moments on video. And so anything we can do to help you guys capture those moments, we're all in.
Absolutely. And you had actually, I think I sent you in my text my PB fish that I just caught with him in the boat. So that was my PB, and that was actually the first time we brought the YOLO Tech on the boat. So that was definitely cool to see.
I mean, that's just a perfect example of what, we started creating these products. Well, for my daddy, his cell phone started dying on his boat. This is like 7 years ago. And he called me and I said, "What do you want me to do about it?" He goes, "You're an inventor, invent something." And so not only do we charge his cell phone, but more importantly, now we have sticks that will power those GoPros, Tacticam, DJI, whatever action camera you have, or cell phones.
Yeah.
Keep those moments recording. But what happened to you is pretty cool. First time out on the water to catch a PB and have it on video.
Yep.
Now you have that. Our video of the year contest this year was Derek got his 8-year-old granddaughter, first time she cast to catch her own largemouth, in this case, all on video. Now she'll have that forever, and when he goes to heaven, she'll have that moment for him. So that's just what it's all about.
Awesome. Absolutely. That's absolutely amazing. And I mean, the reason why we went with YOLO Tech and you guys is because you guys have like literally a revolutionary product. And the biggest thing Miles hated last year was changing batteries out on the water.
I had to swap out batteries all the time, and it got old after a while. It was like every hour and a half, every 2 hours. I would turn around next thing, the camera's dead. It's crazy, and how much people invested. Actually, Bill Dance's cameraman, Pete McClure, had 2 duffel bags full of batteries. I don't even know how much money. Usually people are like, I got 4 or 5 batteries, and that's enough money right there.
Yeah.
But really cool when you don't have to. Our tagline is always be recording, and a lot of taglines are kind of fluffy. Ours is for real. You want to be recording the entire time because you know what's going to happen. The way we used to do it, and the way you guys may have done it, is you keep the camera off, and then you hook into something, and then you try to turn on, and then you try to land that thing quick before the camera dies.
Yep,
So,
absolutely. So yeah, there was a lot of YouTube magic before, having being able to record the whole thing. I remember sometimes hook into a fish, let the line out, let the drag out, and then turn the camera on and then set the hook or whatever, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, I got one, just so that way you could get it on camera. But now we don't got to worry about that. That's the biggest thing with us. We don't want to have to be worrying about that on the water, just like all the other MLF pros and stuff. So this is just a chance. Tell us a little bit about the YOLO Tech stick or whatever other products you got. I know you have a lot of great products like the juice box, the Atwood lock I just picked up because of your recommendation. So now I can run without having to put it in or anything. So.
Yep. So we started out like I said, it was all about dead GoPro batteries and how to get that solved. So Powerstick plugs right into your nav light port. It pulls power off your cranking battery, but not very much power. And then it turns it into USB. And once on top of our stick, those two USB ports, you can power GoPro, Tech, MDJI, like I was saying, with different action cameras, cell phones. The other thing, we have a power light that goes right on top of Powerstick.
Yep.
Light your entire boat. Most lights that are on a boat are from the carpet up.
Mm-hmm.
And so the light kind of bounces, and they call it night blindness, which we learned. That is when the light is bouncing up. Our light comes down 53 inches down onto your boat, lights up the entire boat. So you can tie on lures, leaders, organize tackle, make sure everything's put away so you don't bounce anything out the boat. So basically, Powerstick is what we call our center, and then we have all these other products to go along with it. Power light, our quad cord, our 4-in-1 USB cord.
Yep.
No matter what device you have, you got that. Our silicone rainproof putty,
Yep.
which is a multiple reusable putty that wraps around the cord. So we have tons of products, and like you said, juice box now. Customer said, "Hey, we love this Powerstick. It powers my GoPro all day long. But what do you got for my chesty?" Mm-hmm. So we just launched juice box, and that's exploded. That's incredible. People use it on their chesty, but also kayakers are now using our sticky mount.
All right. Technical difficulties obviously always occur. We were trying to do a Zoom call, record the Zoom call through the laptop, stream it up to the TV here, run a live, make a phone call, and probably like 10 other things. Probably.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff running in the background too.
So obviously things happen, and oh my goodness, look at the rain. Look at the rain.
Yeah, that's what I was fishing in all day today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what it was like the whole time out there.
So wow, okay.
Is that recording?
Yeah, that's recording.
Okay.
But so we got a little distracted by the rain. It's raining pretty hard here. But we're very happy that Christian and YOLO Tech decided to hop on with Wisconsin Bass Battles. Again, we thank you so much, Christian, for hopping on, doing a little Zoom call with us. I know technical difficulties got the best of us, but it was really great talking with him, seeing what the company was all about. And he's pretty excited, I'd say, for Wisconsin Bass Battles. So we have an opportunity for you guys, if you guys want to get this awesome product. We got it sitting right in front of us here. This is the 53-inch Powerstick. This is Christian's main product on YOLO Tech. This is how we're going to be recording all of our tournaments this year with the GoPros. It will power it all day long. And he talked about a couple other products and stuff before it cut out. But we have a great deal here. It's on YOLO Tech website. This is right from YOLO Tech website. This is the Powerstick 53-inch Gen 4 Super Bundle. And you can get this for $159 right now. And you can use this link that we will link in the description, as well as we'll have it on the screen here. And to save 20% off of your order, use code WBB2022. So again, that's code WBB2022, and you can get 20% off your first order. So you can't get any 20% off after that, but to get you started with it, it's a great deal. Miles has got the Powerstick. I got the Powerstick. You love it. I love it. Great product.
Yeah, mine just came in a couple days ago. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, but we're using Trevor's. I think, what was that, last week we were doing that?
Yeah, last week.
Tried it out for the first time and worked great. And Trevor actually caught his new PB on it, so that's all on video. And
as much as I want to let you live that down, we are going to show you a video of that PB being caught. Now, you're going to hear audio cutting in and out. That's because this guy could not keep control of his mouth.
Yeah.
Neither could I.
You'll have that when you work construction, so.
we were a little bit excited. Obviously, it was a pretty big fish, but we're going to show you guys the video here. This is what you will be seeing as a view for the entire Wisconsin Bass Battle series.
Like when I Just got that one, brand new, $400.
Oh, you can buy those things like $80 now, can't you?
Oh yeah. Because they're up to like 0, 10, or 11 right now.
Are you serious?
I am not. Where's my gray? Where's my gray? Where's my freaking gray?
It's a good one.
Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, buddy. You might go TV here.
That's bigger than your PB.
Can you help here?
I got him. Just reel in, dude. Come on. Get him off the boat. Dude, that's over 5. That's over 5.
Yes.
That's over 5, dude.
Oh my god.
Holy. That's a good one.
Hang on. This one I gotta plug. First catch on the primordial prey baits, dude.
4.5.
So that was a pretty cool video. Obviously, it was a great moment. Miles does not like that moment because I caught all the fish that day. He didn't.
I was struggling.
We're gonna move past that, but the next thing we're gonna talk about, as you know, everyone's favorite, is how the 2022 season is going so far. So Miles, talk about how your 2022 season is going.
It's been rough. That's simple as that. It's been rough. Last year, way better. It was a lot warmer spring. The spring has absolutely sucked. It's been cold. We've only had a handful full of days over 60 degrees.
It's been raining.
Yeah, rain almost every day.
Wind.
Yeah, and so the days that it's not raining, it's blowing 20, 30 miles an hour. So
Yeah.
it's been a tough spring, but caught a couple fish so far. Ended up yesterday, I was pre-fishing for a tournament. I fished today. Ended up, I was on fish yesterday. I had I think 3 for 9 pounds. So not definitely wasn't anything amazing, but solid average.
And this picture right here on the screen was from yesterday, right?
Yeah,
the
that was
one
actually
on the right.
one of them that I caught yesterday while pre-fishing, and then, but today, or yesterday when I was pre-fishing, it was 60 degrees, sunny and windy. Today, it ended up flipping a switch, and it was low 40s, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, gusts up to I think 45 today, and
bad.
Rain almost the entire time. So
it was
tough.
bad.
I caught one short and a one that was 13.5 inches, and then a pike today. So I ended up zeroing, which that's the first time I've done that in almost a year. So
yeah,
but it was tough. Most of the field also zeroed, but the guys that caught them, they caught them good today. So congrats to those guys.
It's it has been a tough season. The conditions have just been terrible, to say the least, to wrap it all up into one. But for me, same thing as Miles. It's been tough. I had the one trip, the one video that we just showed you. That was the trip that I've caught my fish on. Caught 3 fish. Caught a small, like 2-pound largemouth. Caught the 4-pound 3-ounce. That's my PB. And that was a great second fish of the year. And then I caught a lovely snot rocket and tossed him back. The toss, people have been telling me, has been a little unethical, just kind of pushing it off into the water. But you know what? We're not after pike, but we do release them gently, for the most part. But if you guys want to go ahead and check those out, those are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, the whole shebang with social media. So take a look at those videos. But that's been my season for fishing so far. I've caught 3 fish. And
I don't have too many more than that. And then water temps have been just like the weather. It's been cold.
46 has been roughly about that mean.
Yeah. Today, I was fishing the Wolf River for our tournament today. We had, I think the warmest I had was 49 degrees today, and that was in backwaters. Main River, I think, was barely touching 48.
Yikes.
So, and that's some of the warmest water I've seen all year.
So what patterns have you been seeing with these cold temperatures? What have you been doing? What were you doing in last year, I guess, for patterns? So how does that differ a little bit?
So what's really been killing me this year is the temps. It's been an unseasonably cold spring, so I'm doing the same stuff that I did last year, and this year it's just not panning out. I've been flipping a lot of Texas rigs, and real light Texas rigs is what I've mainly been doing. But then I've thrown spinner baits, chatterbaits a little bit, and not much on that. I think I caught the first one of the year drop shot in deep grass in like 15 feet of water.
Yeah.
On a lake that's about an hour southwest of here.
Mm-hmm.
But
you've been going out more deep than shallow right now because they're not on beds yet.
No, definitely not. They've got a little bit yet, so
gotcha.
We'll start seeing them push up here hopefully pretty soon. Looks like extended forecast is looking like we'll finally get some warmer weather, so
that's the goal. I
mean,
next week is tournament week, so this is, we don't know what's going on. So let's talk about Lower Red Lake. I mean, this is why we're doing this podcast. Let's just talk about it, break it down, talk about what patterns we're gonna see, what kind of fish we're gonna see, and just overall what this is all about. So Lower Red Lake, it's a lake up in Shawano County. It is 240 acres, and when I first got out there yesterday, this was the first time that I got out, pre-fished it. The wind was supposed to be 6 miles per hour, turned out to be 12. It was a little bit of a change.
Yeah, so there's quite a few farm fields in the area on it, so you can get it out of the wind a little bit on some of the cuts and channels, but
I found peace for about 5 minutes out of the 4 hours I was fishing out there. This is a huge lake. This opens up really big. It's got a lot of shallow spots. You got to watch your lower unit when you're running. You can go from 15 feet to 1 foot very fast.
Yeah, so there's a lot of rocky points and drop-offs, but it's a dammed up reservoir of the Red River, which runs through Shawano County, and there's actually a lake. It's actually 2 lakes, so all that separates them is a dam, and that is obviously going to be Upper Red Lake, but so we're going to be on Lower Red, and like I said, it's a dammed up reservoir.
Yeah.
So the southern end is going to be deeper near the dam.
Yep. So it ranges in depth, but its max depth is in the southern part down here is 28 feet. It's basically this big gigantic bowl of deepness is what I found, when graphing it yesterday. But some fish that you might be able to see in there is largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, which is what we're targeting for this tournament. Some panfish, pike, and even a little bit of muskie in there.
Yeah. So I first fished Lower Red, I think, 2 years ago, and I had a muskie hit on had blow up on a frog when I was fishing there. It was one of the first times I was ever on the lake. And then on Upper Red, I've had muskies follow all the way up to the boat before, so there's decent amount of muskies there. For the population of them has gone down over the years, but they're definitely in there, and there's a chance for us to hook into one of those, which would be pretty cool, because I've only ever caught, I think, maybe 3 in my life, and I don't know if Trevor's ever caught one.
0. But yesterday, I was working the lake, and I actually did have either a pike or a muskie. I really couldn't tell. Hang on to my bait. I guess I didn't realize it. I was fishing in some weeded areas and thought it was honestly more of a weed than a fish. All of a sudden, I flipped on my polarized glasses, and I saw that it was either a pike or a muskie. Just couldn't pick it out fast enough, but he swiped at the bait. Didn't get hooked in it or whatever. So it was definitely a close follow-up. The biggest thing I'm going to say is you got to have polarized glasses out there. Because you got to see through that stained water. Yeah, the water's real stained out there. You can see it probably about 2 feet down on a good day, I would guess. But yeah, definitely stained water, real sandy bottom in most places. But it is rocky in other parts, right? Yeah, yep, there is quite a bit of rock out there. But it's not like normal rock that you'd see on, like, say, on a river where it's like a sloping rock bank. These are like big, like sheets of rock, like bluffs. Like bluff rocks. I took a geology class. The actual term is batholith. There we go. I'm not slurring my letters. Yeah, my letters. I'm not slurring my letters. It's batholith, and I'll put that down here in there. BATHLITH, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I got to see in the class, but nonetheless, there are some big rocks out there. So that's what we're gonna have to watch out for. But should be a chance to get some pretty big fish. So let's talk about what we can expect from this lake. Patterns, temps, baits that we'll be using possibly, and the size of fish to expect. So I'll let you kind of dabble into this. Yeah, so
different patterns in the past. I've normally swim jigs are big out there that I've caught them on. Caught some frogging out there. Flipping's a big one. And then I have caught some on crankbaits out there. But with the warmer weather that we're starting to see, so hopefully the lakes will start to warm up. Fish will start pushing up, thinking about spawning here. And we're going to be hitting it right in, I believe it's May 15th.
May 15th.
So right at that beginning part of the spawn for up here in Wisconsin. I think one of my best days of bed fishing was last year. I think it was like May 13th. So that was on a different lake. So
right in that time period, though.
Yeah, so we could see some bedfish. You could see we'll definitely see some pre-spawners, I'm sure. And then possibly even post-spawners. I doubt that, but it's possible if you get a real early wave. And
with the weather we've been having, we have no clue. Now, do you think because we've had the colder weather, do you think that's going to delay the spawn a little bit, or do you think we're going to hit it right on that, start or right on the golden spot?
Oh, if the weather keeps going the way it's going and slowly warming up, the extended forecast is accurate, I think that there would be a pretty good chance of us running into bedfish. Otherwise, like I said, we're probably going to run into a lot of pre-spawners, but there's definitely a really, really good shot that we'll run into quite a few bedfish as well. So.
Absolutely. Now, your best bass on this lake is a 6-pound largemouth that you caught last year.
Yeah.
Was that bed fishing or was that offshore pre-spawn?
That was way pre-spawn. I actually saw a few years ago, Wisconsin opened up a catch and release bass seasons, so you can go anywhere in the state and you can bass fish as long as you catch and release. So my dad and I, we went up. It was like April 10th, I want to say. It was super early in the year. We went up there last year, and I was fishing it was one of the Rocky Points. I think I was in like 6 or 8 feet of water, dragging a 1/4 ounce Texas rig, and ended up getting that one to bite, and that was actually the biggest one I've ever caught. That one, 6 pounds, 22.5 inches. So there's definitely there's some big fish out there. Later on in that year, I caught one that was pushing 5. So there. Like I said, there's definitely some big fish out there, but I've also had days where I'll catch 40 fish, but only a couple of them are legal. So I don't know. It
could be a grind.
Yeah, it could be a grind, and it's all big fish. Could be an awesome day all at the same time. So we really don't know what to expect the way everything's been going lately. So
we're just gonna go out there, wing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
just go out, have fun. We're fishing for 5 bites.
Yep, that's what we're doing. And I mean, again, the cameras are gonna be recording all day long. So if we have something goofy, if we break a lower unit, pray to God we don't.
I hope not.
That might screw up the rest of the season, but
that's expensive.
Yeah, it is. But this is gonna be all recorded and stuff. So we're gonna pull out the best parts for you guys. And we're going to try to give you some tips out on the water. You guys can see some of the baits that we're using. And again, a lot of these lakes that we're going to this year are a lot smaller. You can do kayak fishing on them. I know that's blowing up in the fishing industry right now.
And that's actually the first time I ever fished this lake. That's all I had access to was a kayak and a canoe that my family had. So, and I was out there. I've been out in both of them. So, in kayaks and canoes, and it definitely more than manageable for that. So
absolutely, it is a big lake, but again, these are smaller lakes than your big Winnebago, your Poygan, Winneconne, and stuff. You were out on Winneconne today, so
I was out on Wolf River. Nope, launch got moved from Winneconne to Fremont because 30-mile-an-hour winds and 4-footers on Poygan today. So
you won't have 4-footers on these lakes, hopefully.
No, but yeah, like Trevor said, smaller lake, but it definitely fishes big the way it lays out. So
yeah, so we'll see what happens. We're not going to be we're doing these as like kind of a MLF Cup episode kind of deal,
or like the elites.
Or the elites.
Yeah.
So basically, we film this on the 15th, and then this is going to be like a post-production kind of deal, and then you'll be able to watch them later on in the year. But the greatest way to stay up to date with us. Oh, my bad. We're all right. This is the end of Lower Red Lake, but the greatest way to stay up to date with us is through Wisconsin Bass Battles social media. So on tournament days, we're going to do our best while fishing and recording and stuff to try to post some Instagram and Facebook stories of fish that we catch.
Yeah. So live
stuff.
so live on the water, up to date stuff. So you guys would be able to tune in and just check the stories and see how we're doing.
See who's winning, and we will post a picture of what fish we catch, who won, and we'll do that after, so that way you guys can cheer on either me or Miles. I mean, pick your favorite or whatever. Right now, I think it's a pretty close tie to see who's gonna take the lead. I mean, you got more experience, but this is just a crappy season so far. So, but yeah, so stay up to date with us on the social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Throw an email on there if you want to send us an email. But yeah, we're on all the social media platforms. And a cool giveaway that we do have going on is become a top fan for Wisconsin Bass Battles. Now, this is basically on Instagram and Facebook only. No TikTok. That's way too hard to manage. Way too many people. But Facebook and Instagram, if you guys comment, like the post, interact with us anyway, we're going to tally all those kind of scores up. And if you interact, I guess, the most with us, you get to become a top fan. So we got 3 top fans from Instagram and 3 top fans from Facebook. Those top fans will get some baits, some exclusive access, behind-the-scenes stuff, and possibly a couple other really cool things within the Wisconsin Bass Battles tour and stuff like that. So definitely want to be out there trying to become that top fan if you can, and just give us some support, because we're trying this out, we're making this new, and we're running with this idea. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, you and me both.
All right. So that is going to wrap it up for us. Miles, close us out.
So yeah, we look forward to you guys following along with us. You'll be able to keep up to date on social media, and then we'll have the YouTube videos out, so you'll be able to see the full day on the water and all the action that goes on during the day. So.
Yep. So join us May 15th on Lower Red Lake for Stage 1 of Wisconsin Bass Battles, presented by YOLO Tech. I think that's it.
Yep.
Cool.
Alrighty.
We'll see you.